this week on Thursday, October 21st, is when your second fall sports package is due. That does consist of 20 images. Now, I'm guessing if I ask how many of you have started that, I'm probably not going to get a lot of. And when I say start it, maybe you've started taking pictures, Lord, I hope so. But have you started putting images on slides and writing any captions? Has anybody truly started doing that? Because if you have truly started doing that, I would not want you to have to, I'll say, do double the work or more work. But since I was guessing that many of you had not started putting those on slides and writing captions, I'm going to have you submit those a different way. I think in some ways it will actually be quicker for you to submit, and it will also help with our image organization in terms of your classmates being able to find your images. So after I present the information, if you don't think that this is going to be a better way, please be open about that and I will reconsider, but I think it will. So what I would like you to do when you are turning in photo fall sports package 2, instead of putting it on the slides as normal and captions, you are going to go into our shared Google Drive, Yearbook 21-22, and you are going to see a folder that says Fall Sports Package 2, okay? This is where your best 20 images for your second fall sports package will go. All right, so I'm going to do an example. All right, so I'm going to use a photo as an example that definitely doesn't fit the category. It's no offense to Fox and I, but it's a bad picture. I'm just using this picture as an example. But the first thing I would do, and this would be what you would want to do anytime you're organizing your images, I'm going to go into my folder, and perfect, I have an example folder in here. So I would upload my photos, and in this case, this would be where you're kind of dumping all of your photos. Okay, any photo that you think is even possibly usable, this is where you're dumping all of them. So I'm going to put this photo in there. I am uploading the photo. I would then rename it. So if this is going into my top 20, I am going to rename it EM underscore the sport name. Okay, so football, boys soccer, girls soccer. Very straightforward. We don't care what game it is. We don't care who the athlete is. Right here, we're just the name of the sport. Name of sport. Now, after that, if you want to include additional information, feel free. Okay, that's however much information you would want to put there. And you're going to hit OK. At this point, they're still in your folder. What you then need to do, and this is when we were talking about image organization, this is how you have been asked to organize your image. This is minus the naming factor. Right click, move to, and I am moving this to Fall Sports Package 2, move, move. And you can do this with all 20 images at one time, assuming they're all in this folder. If you only had 2 in this folder, you could move 2 out of this folder. If you had 7 in another folder, you can move 7 at one time. You don't have to move them individual. So now when I navigate back to, I'm about done, this file, you see it. Why does this help us? Okay. All right, so here's my example. When I search KG, because Courtney Green has done a good job organizing her images, I can usually find them without a problem. If I search KG, photos and images, and if I take my location to the shared drive, the first images that are going to populate are the images that KG has taken. So when I go into, and I do this, my location, when I'm grading your top 20, I'm going to come into here, and if I was searching for KG, Am I searching for KG still? My results are going to come back as none. Okay? So when you have done this assignment, right here's how I'm going to check them. You can check yourself to make sure all 20 images are popping up by doing what I just did there. That's how I'm going to check your work. So you don't have to do any captions. Okay? This way your images are getting organized and you don't have to take the time to put them on the slide. So am I taking a small portion of the work out maybe? Do we seem like this should help?
Kennedy's like, thank God.
All right, so we're going to give this a whirl. If you have questions about this method, you need to reach out. Those of you that are working from home, you need to reach out if you have questions, but we should be able to get this accomplished with images that we have. Good luck and have fun.